Welcome to Hello Live. Today we're going to talk about the three essentials you need in place to really rocket fuel your culture for 2022. So let's get going. Number one, strategy. You need to pinpoint your strategy. So strategy can be such a big word. What does it actually mean? But strategy, defining where you're going long term and breaking that down into what do you actually need to do this year to achieve that strategy and to achieve that plan. Pinpointing what exactly you need to do and selecting what is that top priority the company needs to achieve this year to really have that success it is aiming for. Is that one top priority then communicated throughout the company? Everybody should know that top priority, keeping it up there in the limelight. Then, does everyone know how they contribute to that top priority? Getting your managers and team leaders and supervisors to ensure that everyone is clear how they can contribute to that top goal of the company. And then, how are you measuring it? How do you measure that you're on track to achieve that? So, that's number one, pinpointing your strategy. Number two, translating your values into behaviors. So, what does that mean? That means really decoding your culture and defining what do you actually expect from people. Do we expect them intuitively to know what we expect and how we expect them to behave to create that culture that we're aiming for? So, setting your values is number one. What's important to you in the company? Even if you don't have it now, what is important that the company is the pillars of the culture is the values, then taking those values and translating them into behaviors. For example, honesty is a very popular value that comes up. Honesty, we really value honesty in this company. But what you interpret honesty can be completely different to how I interpret honesty. So, honesty, what do you mean by that? For example, giving constructive feedback or giving considered feedback be one behavior that is teachable and measurable, two important words when it comes to behaviors, a behavior that you expect everyone to give considered feedback, for example. So defining what exactly you mean by that value that you have selected. So number two is translating your values into behaviors. Number three, this one is critical and you need to start right now and grab that bull by the horns and do it. Tackling underperformance. There is nothing more demotivating for employees who are working hard and going above and beyond, looking around and seeing people who are underperforming, and there's no accountability. No action is being taken. It impacts engagement. Engagement impacts quality, productivity, customer service. Customer service then impacts sales. Sales impacts profit. Profit impacts shareholder value. So you're not having that difficult conversation, or your manager is not having those difficult conversations, is linked right through to the profit of the company. So right today, get those difficult conversations. Not, they need to be constructive, but those difficult conversations, take them on board. You need to tackle underperformance or low performance. That is one critical factor. So the three essentials for this year to really rocket fuel your culture: pinpoint the strategy, translate your values into behaviors, teachable and measurable behaviors, and number three, tackle that underperformance. Okay, join me next week for the next Hello Live.